Hello the internets, welcome back to Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today I want to talk a little bit about destiny wheels on the map and what is the priority to be using your tickets on. So we go into the map right here, and you guys know there is all of these destiny wheels that you can gamble at to get different resources. So I want to go over all of them today. There is 2 on each map most of the time, and I want to go over the priority on what items you guys should be picking here. If you click on all, by the way, you can deselect everything and just select the lucky wheels so you guys can see actually where they are. So as you can see, there is one on top there, and there should be one more around here on the jungle camp. There is one. So let's talk a little bit about this before we go into this. As usual, leave a like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, and directly let's jump into the priority for each destiny wheel. Now, your first priority on each and every single wheel, and how most of the time this works, is that you only care about the key. You get your gateway key and you can stop using them on this destiny wheel. However, there will be a moment where you have more of these lucky tickets than you need because you already got the keys and you still have a lot more open, and there might be still a month left for the next island so we can get new destiny wheels, right? Or wheel of destiny. So I want to talk a little bit about that specifically, like what is the order after you get your gateway key. Specifically, when we are talking about the one here on the damp cliff, there is a couple things that are really good. I would personally go for the Aurora Elemental badges and everything that you usually cannot buy, right? So in this case, it would be both of these ones at the top, these ones here on the right as well with the mythic Aurora badges. And then when it comes to the random legendary skill shards, it's not bad, but I wouldn't be pulling specifically for that. It feels like a waste or something that is not as common as the lucky tickets to be pulling for it. But your highest priority in this one is going to be the gateway key, and then you're going to be going for the Aurora Elemental badges and for the mythic ones. You could keep pulling if you wanted for the legendary ones. They are also good, obviously, right? So that would be nice. But I think there's a lot of RNG in there to actually try to get those, but it's up to you. Also, these Aurora ones, there is one more at the bottom you can get, right? So those are the things that I will say you guys can pull for. Let me see if I can get lucky. Okay, I'm not getting the key, that's for sure. I'll get these probably. Maybe the 21s. Okay, not good, no bueno, but still we'll take it. So that's for the first one. Let's go into the next one. Like I said earlier, is going to be right here in the jungle camp. So we'll just TP ourselves here so our character can come running. By the way, it seems like the tier 3 classes will take another 3-4 days to unlock. It seems to be 2 levels per day. That's where we are getting stuck. So it was 74 yesterday. Today on reset should be 76, tomorrow 78, etc. So in a few days we'll be able to get tier 3 classes, and when that happens we'll make updated guides. Now, going back to this, when we talk about the jungle camp, there is a few things in here that are really good. You already got your key. What should you be going for afterwards, Sefhi? Well, obviously the skill shard vouchers are the best thing you can get afterwards, and there are 3 of them in here, which is huge. There is 3 of those that will allow you to exchange for specific tickets. Honestly, I don't think I would pull for anything else in here. I think those skill shard vouchers are already good enough. So those are the only 3 things I would be going for. Yes, the multi is nice, but you get so many of these for free. You're not going to be getting 400, every day, but you are getting a lot of them even as a free-to-play with the login calendars. So that is pretty nice. But I will only go for those skill shard vouchers and the key, nothing else in here. You could be going for the apples if you wanted, but it feels like, again, way too much of a wasted resource like the lucky ticket to actually get those. Now, also for the lucky tickets, I would never try to roll for them. Like, let's say you have 10 tickets. Why do we waste 10 tickets only to get 2 back, right? Obviously, if you use 1 and you get 2, is fantastic, but that's literally just way too much of a gamble. So let's go into the next one. Let's just TP here, for example, teleport, because until you teleport, you cannot see everything on the minimap, sadly. So let's only select once again the lucky wheel, and there's going to be 1 here on Mount Chestnut. There's going to be also 1 here on the Boulder Settlement, and I think that's it. I don't think there's any. Oh, there's 1 more here on Storm Cliff, and there's anything else? No, okay, so it's mostly those 3. So let's go one by one, and let's go first one here. Now, this one on Mount Chestnut, there is like 3 in this map. I'm not sure how many there are on the next map, but they follow the same order. Once again, you want to be pulling for your gateway key, and then you can skip or just keep pulling for specific resources. On this one, as you guys can see, it's mostly resources for your Phantomons. I think this one takes way less priority than the others, but that is my opinion. Obviously, all of the SSR resources are really good, but there is 3 types of them, and you only care about your main pet, and there's just too much RNG to get them. In my opinion, this is the least priority when it comes to the wheels. Again, obviously, everything you get here can be used to level up your Phantomons, but I will say the other wheels have better resources. Get your key, that's about it. If you get some of the pets, that is fantastic because they are kind of expensive, but that will be also help quite a bit. If not, any Phantomon resource will get used because they are all used like instantly. You will have enough pets to always use those resources. I don't think you will ever run out of pets to level up the aptitude 3 unless you are like a huge well, right? Like a mega well, and even then probably you still need, because there is 7 different pages for each pet and the aptitude 3s. When it comes to the Wheel of Destiny here on the Boulder Settlement, I will say it's just the key and nothing else, because as you guys can see, it's only Donium. Now, if you get this 3k Donium, obviously it's fantastic, it's 3k Donium, but like I said earlier, too much of a gamble to use a resource that's so scarce for anything else than the gateway key on this case. As you guys can see, the second map has, in my opinion, less value than the first map in terms of what you can get on all of them. So we already went to Mount Chestnut, we already went to Boulder Settlement. Where was the last one? Here, Stormcloak. Let's go down here and let's go here. On the second map, it's a lot more gamble and a lot more resources that are not gonna be as good as the first map. So I would start with the first map for sure. And then we go into the last one, which also has really good stuff. And this one, just like the other one, once again on a Stormcliff, the priority is gonna be your gateway key, and then these fantastic skill share vouchers, because those are fantastic for both free-to-plays and spenders, for everyone, right? If you already got your vouchers, honestly, you are good to go. There is nothing else here that I would be gambling for. There is 3 of them you can get. That's already plenty of lucky tickets you will have to use to get them. And that is basically everything at the moment for the priority. Now, there is obviously a third map, but we still don't have all of them. I don't even know if we have any unlocked at the moment. So let me check, or at least I don't know if I have any at the moment that are unlocked. So what I'm going to be telling you guys is that on the website, there will be a guide for this tomorrow as well, where I will be updating for every single map, every single zone, and every single Wheel of Destiny, which ones you should be focusing on first and which ones take priority, and also what resources to get, also here on Aqualis and every map in the future, right? So today there is only Verdanglade and Cinder Ridge on this guide, and then in a few days I will also be making the Aqualis one. That said, that's basically everything for this video. Last thing before I go and I forget, I have updated the website and you guys have a new guide on here, which is going to be the player EXP table. So if we go here, level EXP table, you guys can see how much experience you need per level, all the way till max level, which is 250 at the moment. Now, if you don't want to obviously be finding specific levels, you guys can write, I'm interested on level 75, and you will see only level 75 and below. I think that's pretty nice. I might make it so you can put 2 levels instead, like 75, you know, to 80. So you only see those 5 levels. That will be pretty nice, honestly. But that's basically everything else for the website. I don't think I have updated anything else outside of a couple of those old guides. Nothing to update on the normal builds, because it's, once again, we are still a few days away from that level 82 right now. It's what we need those, right? So all that jumping aside, that's everything for this video. As usual, we are live every single day. Links in the description down below. Good luck with your pool, data rates, and I'll see you on the next one.